Hello, can you hear me? I think you should be able to hear me, right? Okay, good morning, fellas, and welcome to the stream. This is your Kiko speaking, and I hope you're ready to hear some unrestrained rambling on the best character appreciation, as always. Oh my god, chat, is this real? Hi, Kiko. Hi, why are you making such a big deal about this? This is my job, of course I would be live. What's wrong? Today we're going to be playing the Dainsleif quest. I'm honestly very nervous about that. I'm not going to lie. No live 2D or Kiko Zine. Oh. Wait, where did I go? Oh, sorry. It appears I forgot to present myself. Give me a moment, please. You're going into this blind? Oh, soldier. We're going to do this together. Okay, we'll be fine. But okay. I seem to look a little bit different than usual, but I'll just roll. I'll just roll with it. Yeah, I'll figure it out as we go. Don't look at me too much, though. I'm still a little bit self-conscious about it. Hello. Oh, someone's at the door. Give me a moment, please. Hello! Yes, it's still me. I'm still the same old Kiko. I just look a little bit different. What's wrong, Astra? Yeah, we'll be using this. I'm honestly quite happy that I have this body now. I'm not really sure where it came from, but I did feel that the previous body that I had was not as suitable for more, what I assume would be a more serious stream with serious topics. It's a cute body, but not really sure how I would feel about looking like that squishy thing while things are happening on screen, so I hope you're okay with this. I could get used to it, to be honest. I feel a little bit taller in this. I can't really explain why. Okay, shitting my pants as we speak. You're so gender. Happy Pride Month. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. The legend musketeer from Fontaine, Kiko Shala. I'm not from Fontaine. When did I ever say that? Did I ever say anything to allude that I was from Fontaine? I'm from Mondstadt. I am, however, in Fontaine to be dueling with a certain Fontaine duelist. I'm very... That's for the future. We're not here to worry about that right now. I'm just going to lower myself. Okay, it might be a little bit stuffy to carry on with the whole stream looking the way I do, so let me just take some layers off. Is that okay with you? I can keep the hat on if you want. If you would rather I keep the hat on, I will keep the hat on. But let's see. How do I do that, actually? Let me figure out how to do that. I don't think I know how to do that. Let me just... For free? I mean... The cape is stuffy. No hat, no balls? I mean, I would obviously love to have my hat on, but I'm afraid it might take up a bit too much screen space. So, you know what? Let's just try it out first. We'll see how that goes. Yeah? Okay. No room for cuteness when Dana's involved. A little bit taller, just a little? I don't know. I can't really tell that much of a difference. Obviously, I'm inside of the body. I don't feel any different, but if you guys think it's a big deal. You love the hat? Babe, your UI is showing. Oh dear, really? What UI? Okay, let me just turn off the hat real quick. Hat goes crazy. It's a very big hat, chat. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's a very big hat. No, it's gone now. That's strange. That just appears every now and then. Okay, I'll try to keep the hat. Since you seem to like the hat a lot, I'll keep the hat on. Okay, anyways, I'm glad you like the new body. I will eventually get used to it, I hope. It's quite nice. Okay, let's get started. I am a little bit stiffer in this body, admittedly, compared to like the little squishy body that I'm used to, but hopefully the longer I use this body, the more I'll be able to maneuver in it, if that makes sense. Finally, you look like Sir Yappington? Yeah, to watch your Conservington, right? But we love big hats. Let's see if the dialogue box agrees with you or not. I don't want to take up too much space. Let's see. I'm a little surprised you think I'm from Fontaine. I mean, I guess I am dressed for the occasion, but isn't it quite obvious from my vision that I'm from Mondstadt? I serve the one and only Lord Barbados, and nobody else. And ignore the rose in my hat. Ignore that. Fine. Big hats are always valid space taken. That's fair. Dialogue. Who needs dialogue? I do. I want to know what's happening. Unlike dialogue skippers. Okay, we're not here to talk about that. I haven't had breakfast yet, though. So if I stammer here and there, I do apologize in advance. I mean, you could be Animo and from Fontaine. I have a Mondstadt vision. There's like little wings on the bottom. That specifically is a Mondstadt vision. Fontaine visions have like waves coming up the sides. Little birdie told Paimon, "Oh, it's the event. Mutual security enhancing simulate." What kind of event name is that? I was gonna ask to hold your hand for this quest, but I feel like I'll catch on fire. A hot bite slip. Why? Why do you feel like you'll catch on fire? Alright, I forgot. Okay, what if you move to Fontaine? I am in Fontaine for a business trip. I'll say that much. I am here to meet Clorand, which I will meet next week. But first order of business here is bedtime story, because miraculously I haven't gotten any spoilers for this. You may look cool in gender, but damn, you really are still a single brain cell, huh? I mean, of course I am. Who else would I be if I'm not a single brain cell? Wait, were you implying something with that? Did I miss something? Was I being stupid? This headcanon is going too far? What headcanon? What heck? Are you implying that what's going on isn't real? Are you breaking your own immersion here, Comatose? Okay. Okay, what are our thoughts on the Archon quest? What do you think is going to happen? I know it takes place in Sumeru. Well, yeah, we just teleported there, but before that, I assumed it would take place in Sumeru. Oh my god, he wasn't doing a bit. I'm going to pass out. Chat, he doesn't know. Deadass, what the fuck are you talking about? Pardon my French. We're going to meet Dainsleif. Excited about that, I suppose. More excited to meet my twin. I will be screaming, nonetheless. Regardless of how I look, I will be screaming. Your model is hot? Oh, you were hitting on me. Oh, thank you. It's in every possible respect a Dane. That is true. That is true. That is true. Oh, hi, Catherine. Is this Catherine?
Perfect. It's you two.
It is Catherine.
I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Oh yeah, before we carry on, please let me know if the volume is okay. If everything is all good, if anything's too loud or too quiet, I'll fix it right away. Also, the quest is called Bedtime Story because it's gonna knock us all cold from the emotional damage. True, true.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before. Have you not been looking at your Archon list, Ether? Dear God, okay. But sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Missing person? That doesn't bode well.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, It's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Really? That's me.
Well, that's us
why am
for
I surprised?
sure.
Lottery will get you nowhere with Paimon, but I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either. No, we will.
All I'm
Of course we
asking
will.
is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Is it Kari Bear? I mean, I doubt it, because that's from a different time, and it was a flashback, right? But what if it was?
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
What was that noise? Must be the Aqua Bus. Okay, before our Lord and Savior Dane shows up, allow me to point out if there's somehow any doubt about the level of gay in Sumeru. Satos has an interesting line about I'll hate them in cafe. I have read that line. I don't... Correct me if I'm wrong, when else has this game ever referred to two characters as a single unit for a voice line like that? That's frankly quite hilarious to me. Oh, Amaranta, hi, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I hope to take a quick shower. Hold on, my roommate is here. My roommate has made me breakfast. Yippee. Okay. Amaranta has already seen the skin. So Amaranta is probably not surprised. If you hear chewing noises in the background, I have not had breakfast, and I feel like it's very important for me to be well fed for this quest. I'm very concerned. I'm very anxious about this quest. Maybe wrong, but I don't think the game has ever talked about two characters that... They're married! They're a married couple. That's why they're referred to like that. I can't think of any other explanation, to be honest. Oh, you'll be well fed, alright. Thank you for the heads up. That's nice and foreboding, thank you. Okay, let's proceed.
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Bedtime story. Alright. This cape is really getting quite stuffy. I will keep the hat on, just give me a moment. I need to figure out how to take off my hat, and only my hat. I'm quite new to this body again, as I've said before. How do I do that? Okay, I think I know. Like this? Yes, and then... Okay. And then... turn this off. And then... I also turn this off. Perfect, okay. That should work. Sorry about that. Let me just turn that back on. Okay. Let me know if you prefer me with the cape on, because it's I live in Southeast Asia. It is awful here. It is awful here right now. Go to Vimara village. Alright. Again, if I'm not talking much at the moment, it's because I have food in front of me and I'm very hungry. But I will let the dialogue continue before I start eating. Alright. Are we gonna
made it to Vimara village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Are we going to meet any other playable
characters? If this
characters?
commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
I don't know how I've managed to dodge every single spoiler so far. I literally haven't seen a single one.
Hello there. Are you looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Indonesia is my favorite city in Mondstadt. Yeah, there's a well, actually, Indonesia is a part of Sumeru. And I was born there, but I grew up in Mondstadt. I thought you were visiting the French. Yes, I'm Sumerian. I was raised in Mondstadt, and I'm here in Fontaine for a business trip. I don't think that's that hard to understand.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are no-go then. Is there anything else you can tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
I didn't get much from the way that they described the person, but it does ring familiar to Carter, in my opinion. I don't know who else it could possibly be. Is it someone we know? Surely not, surely not. And if it is someone we know, I am rather cooked because I don't remember NPC names. I'm very bad with faces and names. The only time I remember coming here was...
Is that guests I hear?
For that temporary event, the
Hi,
TCG
Grandpa
one.
Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly, or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
Alright, I'm done with my food. I can, start yapping now.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
We have no leads, that's the problem. There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things are not adding up.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
I was going to suggest that perhaps he was deleted by Irminsul, but they know that he exists. So, I don't think that adds up.
And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived? It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
That's what I said, Paimon. I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadavada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? It must be.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Oh, that startled me. She sounded like Charlotte.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I love / hate the fact that we can talk about people being deleted from existence so casually in this game. Well, only we really know about it, though.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
I'm sure we'll track him down. We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay, it's a lead. I'll take it. I still have no idea who it could be. I mean, I guess I'll just, let the story speak for itself right now. How are you guys doing, by the way, chat? I haven't talked to you not that long ago. I mean, I talked to you quite recently, actually, but it's good to ask, right? I have been very busy. Mostly because of this new body, but also because I've been doing a lot of work on the side. Sometimes I do have a job. Sometimes I remember that I do have a job.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk.
That's a nice tree.
Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky
Vinci
or
mentioned.
stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
I miss you, Kiko. I miss you too, Astra.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share,
Oh, that's
you
sad.
always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
It really is the coming of age struggle, isn't it? I think I get what you mean. That's what family is for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Oh, come on. Already? I used to have someone like that, a family member I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and I would be happy to hear me out. This still hurts. Why are you weighing me? That's my line. Can't steal my catchy catchphrase. Catchphrase? Mm-hmm. Catchphrase.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well...
What are those two children?
I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both. A family member I could rely on, and a friend who could really understand me.
But why do they look like that? Like, I understand. I understand what this is. What? Am I tripping balls? Am I seeing what I think I'm... What the fuck is that? Wait, I'm seeing that too, right? Up there. Why did he look so low poly?
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure.
Yes.
And patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you trying to gaslight me? Because I'm not scared of ghosts.
Wow. You two must have been really close.
I don't like horror game, but I can deal with ghosts.
Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well.
That being said, if Genshin attempts to jump scare me, I will positively shit my pants.
Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. There's only one place in Sumeru that I can think of, well, not, outside of the Irminsul, where time doesn't exactly pass normally. It's the oasis in the middle of the desert. I don't remember what the name is. What Atasa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Don't give Hoyo ideas. I'm not gonna like it. but I'm not opposed to the idea. I think it would be refreshing. I would hate it, though.
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Wait. Is this specific village maybe currently trapped in a samsara? Why did that just hit me? Are we in another samsara?
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
But that shouldn't be possible, right? Who would manipulate the Irminsul that way?
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
I mean, it's not like we have the headpieces anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna let the story tell me. Those two hilichurls are awesome. I'm about to keep them up.
Silence!
This one's you, because you're a fire sign. Oh, this is the Abyss Mage. I'm not supposed to be... Oh, I am. Oh, never mind.
Over here!
Wait, I should be using my Sumeru pass for this.
Cue the spotlight! Step on up!
Settle down!
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilichurls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Oh, I wanted to switch my team.
Wait a second. The person! It's Dainsland!
Oh, there he is, the man of the hour. Let me put away some of my things to make room for him. Oh lord, okay. If I were Ether, I would be like, oh, it's that time of the year already?
Ah, it's you two.
Ah, it's you!
Oh, a friend of yours?
No, I don't know this guy.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
No, I like genuinely don't know this guy. Please don't leave me alone with him.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
I am not affiliated. Exactly. Exactly, I am.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
Oh my god, she said the word. Jump scare. You know what would be cute? Dane and Paimon acting like siblings, I think that would be cute.
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
I do like Paimon's direction in this quest,
Naturally.
so far.
Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on there too, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Yeah, you're here.
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilichurl activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers. And after that, you also owe us many answers. You certainly do. He certainly does.
And you shall have them.
Uh-huh.
I never intended to hide anything from you.
I'm not going to take your word for it. I can't trust you.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
It's a shame you guys can't see my eye roll. Best believe I did roll my eyes into the back of my head every fucking time with this guy. I can't. I'm over it.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? That's the one from the trailer. I want to have faith in her, in a matter of speaking, yeah. What do I think? I think I want to have faith in her, but Ether at this point in the story, I think he's built up quite a bit of resentment, but he misses her. So... We really are just starting off strong. I mean, at least he's not beating around the bush. Ego, I don't trust you. Me playing this quest this morning. I trust this man with my life. In a manner of speaking, yeah, I want to have faith in her. I'm going to say I want to have faith in her. Just because I think that even though he has resentment, I think he's also starting to think more critically on both ends. Like, he's starting to become more skeptical of the Archons too. So, I think he would want to have faith in her.
I sense
Shut the
hesitation in
fuck up!
your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what
Shut
happened.
the fuck up, Dainsleeve. Don't call me out like that. I tried very hard to stay in character. And he clocked me.
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir.
Vedderfolnir?
The Visionary.
Vedderfolnir. Vedderfolnir?
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
I'm asking for a friend. What does he look like? Does he look like you? Is he... does he look like you, but less like Dimitri Fire Emblem? Because if he looks less like Dimitri Fire Emblem, I might be interested in him. Hey, you held up your character for 40 minutes? What character? Love how this quest distracts Kiko from the implication that I've been awake long enough to have done this quest this morning. Please get some sleep after this, Amarantha. Your older brother. I'm going to throw a wild theory out there. Kiko, your Shaula is showing? Of course, my name is Kiko Shaula. I'm going to throw a wild theory. Maybe Dainsleif's brother is Klee's dad. I don't fucking know.
Your brother?
What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Conria back then?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Conria. The wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedderfolnir. Gold, Rhindaughter. The foul, Sertologi. And Rehir of Solnari,
Let me just take some
Rerir.
screen. Okay. Rerir is a... I like the name Rerir. We've known about Rinandaughter and Surtology. I think we learned about Surtology. The others, that's my first time hearing about it.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Eula?
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhyndaughter is the one who created Albedo. Surtology is Skirk's master.
I believe this name was mentioned by Skirk. No, yeah, I think Surtology. Dane, bro, you're lagging. Let him be. It's a lot of information he's giving us right now. We've gotten enough sleep before. Okay. I like the name Rearer.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedafolnir.
Vedafolnir.
If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him!
Somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vedafolnir's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields.
Sorry, could we not do this in a better place? There's like mold underneath my feet, and it's getting cold. Can we like, you know, get somewhere more private to talk about this? Like, not even, like, flirting aside, I mean, Dane's not even my type. I'm afraid that someone's going to overhear us. If we know anything about the Abyss Order, it really feels like someone could overhear us, and I really don't like that.
The 6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
Well, you didn't.
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
I would give anything to be able to ask Venti about this, holy shit. And then my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are
I
not
see.
stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about all of this, but thank you for telling me. For real, thank you. You could have told me this from the beginning, but still, better late than never.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the
cute.
first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
They found another one?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Excuse me, neighbor, can you please keep it down? It's only 11 a.m. There's no reason for you to be making such a racket.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes?
Are you gonna make me do it again?
I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
You are awful if you're gonna make me do that again.
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flow through the ley lines are memories. Ah, this is what's happening in Sumeru, okay.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Memories, ley lines, the loom of fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Alright. I need to change my team into my Sumeru team, and of course take out the Traveler. Don't know if they're ready for it, but we have Alhaitham and Wanderer, so we should be fine. Oh my god, time on my ears.
So tired.
Dear god.
I used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep either. My head's a mess. Well, that's true. I actually didn't get any sleep.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Alright. Let's take out the team. I'm happy that since the last time I played, I still have my, my Traveler set to Sumeru because we were in Sumeru last time. So the cutscenes weren't, you know, it didn't take it out of my immersion. Thank god I just needed to do that. No, not this one. Not this one. Yes. Sorry, Kaveh, I will have to kick you out because
This world
need
is
ether.
full of unsolved mysteries.
Rose or EP? How are you feeling, Astra? Do you think you can stay up? Kiko, you yell at me about sleep, but you didn't get any. It was hard to sleep in this body. Let me just put it that way. This is a new body, and I'm not too familiar with it. And I grew very much last night. I grew exponentially. Like, I tripled in height, I'm quite sure. So, I didn't get any sleep. I was just tossing and turning. Are we sure Kaveh isn't a missing person? Yeah, it could very well be Kaveh. I've read a fanfic about that. I've read a comic about Kaveh disappearing, and I'm quite sure that Kaveh dies in the comic, and the author has even gone on a limb and say, guys, I'm sorry Kaveh's not in the banner, it's because I killed him off. So maybe it is Kaveh. You know what? Maybe it is. I have large milk teas with boba, thinking of your chibi as I chew. Thinking of my chibi? Or are you thinking of my chibi? I'm also sad I don't have Chlorend. You didn't pull for her? Or did you lose? Did you lose? I'm not happy about that. What do you mean? I'm not happy about that at all. I'm so sorry for your loss. He's so stupid. Why is he just standing there? Look at that idiot. Look at him. Look at him standing. He's so unserious. God.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Thinking about Chi because Squish, I went out of my way to get a new body for this quest, and you're thinking about that one instead. I'm right here. Look at me. Stop thinking about the other one. He's just standing there. Why is he just standing there, gazing broodingly? Oh well, with that sense I have a different way of rest and sleep, but that's understandable. Metamorphosis is quite the process. That's what I'm saying.
Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
They're blonde. They have beautiful carmine eyes. They're dressed like the bird of paradise. White top, black pants. Very pretty.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
This cool, sleek model won't wet hit me? What do you mean? You should just ask. If you ask, I'll do it.
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
It's because he's staying here too. Okay. But Paimon's not having any visions about him. At first, I initially thought that maybe it's because he's from here and I'm not from here, and maybe something in the Airman Soul tampered with his memories, but Paimon doesn't seem affected by it, so that's strange. Please weh for me? Well, since you asked so nicely. Weh.
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up.
After sleep in Sumeru? I don't know about that.
And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Dane, you cannot be fucking serious right now. Why would you do... Oh my god, I'm gonna get an aneurysm. I just got Taco Taco, already finished it. Oh my god, Dane! Not the eye of the first field tiller. Okay, I'm gonna read chat. That gave me a headache. This quiz is so serious, haha. But since you mentioned Kave, that's all I associate with who they're talking about. It's making me giggle. It is Kave. What are you talking about? Why are you frowning at me? Why are you giving me attitude? I give you what you want.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Well, that explains everything, doesn't it? How is that even possible? It must be one of the sinners. Who else could be capable of... Well, yeah, accidents are called, but...
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it.
What if that actually happened and it's not just a memory inside of Dane's head? What if what's actually happening isn't that they're implanting memories into people's heads, but they're reactivating them? Like those memories have been dormant and forgotten until that person activated them. Because implanting memories seems a bit...
I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is that eye still safe? Let's not go check on it, because if we check on it, they're gonna follow us. What if that memory is real? That's what I'm saying! Bro, me and Ether.
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
No, Dane, that is not what we should be doing.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Oh my goodness. But what if someone follows? Oh my god, Ether is just like me. Ether, we're on point today. Okay. But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. He's getting more and more paranoid. I love it. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dana's already thought of that possibility. Seems like he might already have a plan. Let's go. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
We're going to confront someone, and then we're going to be trapped in something. I already know it. That's where you kept the eye of the first field tiller? In Zhongli's ass crack? I mean, I guess not a lot of people venture down there. Ether is so over it. I love it. He's very vigilant, isn't he? He's become very, very careful and careful. Careful, very careful and careful. Get my waif's name out your fucking mouth. What, Zhongli's butthole? Maybe we could get on Genshin. Oh wait, I forgot you can't. How do we get up there? Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm out of stamina. Okay, that's what I get for making fun of Astra. Wow, that didn't even- oh okay, that did hit it. I thought it didn't. We're good, we're good. I'm literally doing runs on mobile. On mobile? Well, maybe I shouldn't be making fun of you, that's kinda sad. Where the fuck? Okay, there we are. Well, Tartaglia might venture there, but he wouldn't know what the eye is. I don't like Shang-Chi. Yeah, bro.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
Yeah, bro gets a fancy new model and thinks he can boss me around every eye roll emoji. I act like this all the time, but only now you listen to me. That's funny.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm? Dane? Dane?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Don't do that! Dane sleeve? Sir? I'm gonna put my coat back on him. I'm getting a little paranoid. Oh, so you want to make fun of me for being broke? Now I'd be a bigger person. No, I can admit that I'm not financially well off. He's getting period cramps. Oh, sorry, I sent them to him. New model commands a different level of respect while I appreciate it. Was Dane going to tell- what was Dane going to tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
What is that? Oh, that's your element, isn't it? Quantum? Oh, Kuma, that's not in the sense that... I'm wondering how mean I should be to Astra, because I have, you know... I have the capacity for it now. I'll spare you for now. They want me to bring Pyro? Well, if you want me to bring Pyro... Okay, I'll take Lenny with me.
Oh, it's an honor to be here.
Okay. Kikono, please, I miss you, okay? I said I miss you too. You're the ones who started being mean to me. I was joking, Astro, don't worry. Pyro good, okay. Part of me really wants to bring Fenty, but, I won't.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Okay, we're bringing Fenty. All I needed to hear all I needed to hear was that voice line. It doesn't take a lot of convincing. Where are you weighing? Did I not do exactly what you wanted? Any excuse to bring Lenny, huh? I mean, I'm afraid that they might make me do a mechanism that has Pyro in it. I wanted to stick with the Sumeru team, to tell you the truth, but... If we're already bringing Lenny, then we're bringing Venti too. I need my emotional support babies. I mean, what? Who the fuck is Lenny? Oh, this place is gorgeous. Oh, I love it when Genshin does like ruins and there's like light seeping through from above. It's very haunting. It's very majestic in a haunting way. Okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? Alright. Has this place always been here, and have we just been too blind to notice it? I hate it when Genshin does stuff like this. It makes me feel so stupid. What's the excuse for Sino? I thought you didn't like his playstyle. Wait, didn't they want me to take an Electro character with me? Wasn't that recommended? Or was it Dendro and I'm just blind? Never should have smoked that shit, ended up in Enkanomiya. Is this Enkanomiya? Again, I've mentioned yesterday, not yesterday, in a previous stream. I haven't actually done Enkanomiya yet. Oh, thank goodness I brought Venti. Aren't we glad I brought Venti with me?
Yeah. Time for takeoff.
Step right up.
Now I have more time to talk to you. What's up, chat? How are you doing, chat? Hope you're having a good day, chat.
Let's get this show on the road. Scatter!
Ether is so cute. I don't think I talk about how cute Ether is enough.
Here we go.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Oh, okay. Never should have. Oh, I already read that one. Oh yeah, never mind, you're good. Similar aesthetic. What's a similar aesthetic? How do we get up there? Cute boys team and then Sino. He's more hot than cute, IMO. I think he's cute. I think he's a dork. As in, I think Nari tops him. Personally. Not because I associate Sino with a certain someone. Just look at his hat. Look at how adorable that is. I think his voice definitely makes him have like a sexy vibe. But look at him with his little hat. Isn't he just the cutest? The ears. This part especially. If this doesn't read cute, I don't know what it is. I don't know what does. I can't English. He can be both. That's true. Why did Dane hand him the Eye of the First Field Terror? There's like a lore streamer that I watch. Her name is Minsleaf.
Now disappear.
And Minsleaf is, as you can probably tell from the name, like the biggest Dane.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
So I can't wait to watch Min stream.
Would it gliding be faster?
I think she's going to be.
Think you can get away?
Step right up.
You're not here for quality gameplay, okay? I'm not good at this game. Is my Linny using Rust? Linny, why are you using
Here
Rust?
comes the finale.
I just noticed. Why the fuck is he? Okay, that has to be. Who gave you this? Who gave you this, baby boy? Okay. Oh, he's still missing some of the Firefox. Why are you using that? Excuse me. Ganyu? Is it this one? I think it should be. Fire damage, okay. No, I'm missing one. Ah, yes. Was it this one? Was it this one? Okay, it should be this one. No, he had like a really good Marishase. He has like a crazy. Okay, it must be this one. It must be this one. Look at that stat. No, it wasn't that. Was it? I'm afraid I'm tripping balls right now. Give me a moment. No, is it this one? I'm just gonna roll with it. Oh, it's this one! Yes, this one. It's this one. Okay, we're good now. We're all good. Yes! Look at that crit damage. That's my boy. He's a general. He's cute when he's off the clock, lol. I mean, it's mostly just because Sino reminds me of a certain someone.
Sister Lynette is doing right now.
Lynette's going to have a field day with us, I bet.
Missing me to death, I'm
yes!
sure.
I'm more excited to watch. I'm frankly more excited to watch Min's stream than my own. After this, Min's going to be... If you don't... Okay, Min, because Min is the biggest Dainsleif simp of all time. Min wears a wedding dress every time there's a Dainsleif quest, and she's so pretty. Okay, what's happening? Okay. Okay, the floor is opening up and swallowing us. Fun. Okay.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
All of the runes are pointing... Ah, okay. Okay. Should be simple enough. Okay. I'd backseat you, but I haven't played this game in a hot moment. You're on your own, brother. Why are you backseating me? I'm doing fine. My Setos is in need of your Linny's artifact. A donation would be appreciated. My Linny artifact is for Linny. I'm sorry. You're on your own. It's like our anniversary since we only see this man once a year. That's so sad. She's like a, you know... She's like a wife waiting for her husband to come home from wife. Constantly.
Let's go.
From wife, from war.
Our destination is just up ahead.
Alrighty, wait. That's a short domain. I mean, I guess I don't mind. This place is so sad and, like, barren. I'm fearing for my life a little bit, chat. I will not lie to you. Okay. Alright. I'm a big boy. Chat is like 5 hours behind. No, I just wasn't reading chat.
Looks like we can't go any further.
That statue reminds me of something.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Don't jump scare me. Shut the fuck up. You're making it worse. Oh, hi there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Hi, hot stuff. Alright, alright, alright. Witness to Destiny's inception.
Oh.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my leg. On his own with no other pyro units, by the way. Fuck off.
Futile! Germinate!
Germinate is such a weird call. Ah!
Nowhere to run!
Let's play! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
I should have brought a shielder. I wasn't going to. I know I wasn't going to do that, but still, I should have brought. Oh, thank goodness I brought pyro. This is what I'm supposed to do. All right, all right. Wait, narratively, that's really cool.
Let's get this show on
like
the
the
road.
pyro character from Fontaine is Winnie. So I mean, there's also Bruce, but the implication that Winnie would be going with the Traveler for this one is really cool. Like, you know, from Fontaine. Ow! Can you stop moving so I can shoot you? Listen, I'm a musketeer. My aim is reliable with a gun, not a bow and arrow. Alright.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Why did you fall for it? Then you fucking... Okay, alright. Sorry, pardon my French. Linny is on life alert. He's fine. I didn't know he had an HP gimmick, the fuck? All of the heralds do, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, when you knock them down, they have a second bar of their element, if I remember correctly. Chevrolet's found dead in a ditch. Where is she? I miss her.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dean! Dane, what is happening?
Dane? What's wrong?
Oh, Minsleaf is not gonna be happy about this. Or she might. Who knows?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Well, maybe if you ask nicely, I'll do it, Dainsleif. How rude. Leave you here on your own. Will you be alright? Man, I don't care if they told me around like that.
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager.
Are you leaving already? After saying you have a lot of time. Really, that wasn't even like, what, 20 minutes?
Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. If you say so. We gonna see him again? Dane does have a point. Something still feels off. What am I missing? Oh, I don't like how that ended. Dane? Alright, they're building up the suspense. Someone is climbing up the stairs. Blue aura. It's Lumine, isn't it? It must be. I'm ready to see her. Show me. There she is.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
I see. Well, why did you kick me out then? I would have loved to see her. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. I'm always going to be Aether biased because of how good Lumine looks as the princess. I think Aether would look a little goofy here, to be honest.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
You guys are accusing each other? Oh, I love these divorcees.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone.
He's so cool.
I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Get him, Lumine. Why do I want Lumine to beat him? I shouldn't be rooting for her. Oh my goodness. Oh. Why would you kick me out of that scene? I want to see what happens. If I were Aether, I would just be eavesdropping.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack.
Man.
We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
I see. Yep, Okay, let me read the chat real quick. She's getting ominous. Hell fucking not. Well, this is a bit overdue, huh, yo? That's my girl. It's over. That's my girl, Lumine. I'm awake. What? Oh, hi, Hexo. I have a bit of a new body. That's why I texted you as such, but, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, new reactive. So pretty. Is it? Do you like it? You like my new body? I worked quite hard on it, so I hope you do. I'm still getting used to getting comfortable with it, so let me read chat. The sword I have on me is the one from the Narcissus and Kurt's quest, because I really like that sword, and I think it should be Traveler's Cannon sword personally, instead of over the dull blade. I favorite this one. She's like, I know you didn't give away the Ruin Guard eye. If anyone gets to say that, it should be Lumine, to be honest. Actually, it's surprisingly not really goofy. I watched a comparison scene. I think Zack sold Aether as the Abyss sibling rather well for once. I would like to watch that after this, because I think Zack has gotten quite good at portraying like a resentful Aether. Ether has been like more angry lately. Especially the way he said fine to Farina in the final act of Fontaine. He sounded quite angry. So I believe you. It's just that when I see Ether, I see that's my sad boy. Like, he's angry, but that's my sad boy. So I'm, you know, he's my blorbo. The divorce must have been rough. I would love to be the fly on the wall when they got divorced. He looks so hesitant. He looks, yeah, Dainsleif, yeah, he looks like he didn't want to fight him. I do love his name, Twilight Sword. I mean, I just have Lumine bias nonetheless, Traveler and Abyss, but I just love Lumine. That's fair. Your Lumine bias is the balance to my Ether bias. You look so good, I'm upset. Why are you upset that I look good? Shouldn't that be a good thing? Oh, never mind, I think I know why. It looks amazing, thank you. I'm freshly awake. I see your DM and came. Okay, you please get some sleep after this. I will be using this again in the future, so you can always catch me in this body in the future. Bro, you look like a 5-star or super meta and powerful 4-star. Thank you. I was going for that, to be honest. Like, I do quite like my Maluzine body. I think it's very comfortable and very huggable. But I do feel like, to me, in my head, that's what I would look like as a 4-star character. Yeah? Because it was something I quickly whipped up. This is something I've had in mind since I came to Fontaine. I've wanted to dress like this. But I wasn't entirely sure of the prospect of presenting on stream this way, I guess. But it's Pride Month, and I don't give a shit anymore, so I'm just doing what I want. I'm freshly... Oh, yeah. We mean lover in the chat. I saw /pot. The fuck you mean you know what? You're the one who said that I look hot. Are you gonna take it back now? Alright. Let's continue. I wanted to see what was happening in there so bad. How dare they kick me out? How dare they kick me out? Okay, whatever.
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Paimon? It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Imagine if we see Dane's brother here. That was rhetorical. Please don't confirm or deny if I say something like that. It's rhetorical. It's entirely, you know, me being silly.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilichurls are calm.
I mean, I didn't force myself awake. It might be difficult to go back to sleep. I will stay here for a while. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, Hexel.
You see, we're both still here.
That is definitely Dainsleif's brother. Dear God. He sounds nice. I like his voice.
We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love.
Never mind. That's the missing person.
Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again. They're just spacing out. What is happening?
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
I'm scared.
In the end, he whispered.
He's reading
softly.
a bedtime story.
Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people.
Father?
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
That which differentiates us shall be no more. It's
It
Kari.
almost sounds like a poem
What if
or
it is Kari Bear?
some kind of story.
I don't know anymore.
Well, now that the Hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now.
What the
Dane
fuck?
said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too
I
late.
mean, yeah, my first obvious thought when I hear father is obviously Linnea and Arlecchino, but I think it might be Caribert talking to his dad. That which separates us will be no more. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna let the story unfold. As usual. I don't know why I try to figure these things all as I go along, because I'm usually not the kind of person who enjoys that. I like letting the story tell itself for me, but I kind of can't help myself. Amadea, I don't like it when they close off an area like this for the R conquest. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable.
Grandpa Amadea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? That's awfully...
Huh?
You don't remember? Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild.
I bet Catherine probably doesn't remember the commission either. I'm going to gander that whoever sucked us into the situation is betting on the fact that we're going to remember all of this and our memories can't be altered. Hiko, it's obviously Kave. Sorry, my bad, my mistake. Sorry, Ben sounded kind of different there.
That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
No, this is a waste of
Let's go ask
time.
someone else then.
No one's gonna remember. I swear. Wait, we should ask the girl who took us like under the tree. I think her memory would be the most reliable. Or like, you know, like if she doesn't remember, everyone else is sure to have not remembered anything.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Oh my fucking god.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me.
Wait.
If you're certain that's what I said.
It is Kaveh. I'm kidding.
Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently? Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully. What's really going on? Not again, okay. People have forgotten about a missing person.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord
Oh, I
Rukadevada.
love Ether's voice.
No one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
I wouldn't get too hung up on the Lord Rukadevada similarities because it's going to trap you there. Interpret again.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
We are presently traversing someone's memory, sounds right to me.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time.
Astra, you already know what I'm thinking.
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. False memories are easily forgotten. Scenes from false memories will not change. Time does not pass within false memories.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
Because they pointed out how time doesn't pass. Or like it's always the same time.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
I think it's this.
No wonder!
Yeah.
All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing!
It's a perpetual sunset.
That's the tell of the fake memories!
Quite romantic, honestly.
The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. Really?
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
Atossa, I think.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? The color of the sky.
Yes.
Coincides
this is what
with
I
the
think.
moment in time she described.
Her description of the missing person is the most memorable for me, so.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atossa described!
Okay, I got all three of them right, I think. Was there even a wrong answer? Could I have fucked that up? Because my ego does go up if I got everything right.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yes. Yes as in I couldn't have fucked that up? Or yes as in I could have fucked that up?
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
I mean, they were rather on the nose about it. Trees are important to Sumeru, so as soon as we got to the tree, I made sure to pay close attention. I was eating before that, so... I was just sort of... There are wrong answers. I am smart. Are the low poly children still up there? Is that the missing person? Guys? He's wearing Conrian clothes. No, he's wearing... It kind of looks a little bit like Clothar's clothes, actually. It's the same chest crest and everything. He's definitely Conrian. Okay, alright.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, Atosa.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Where have I seen that earring? His eyes? No, I mean, I knew his Conrian, but his eyes look very, very... That specific eye color. The ear and the earring.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
We finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Aren't the eyes always the same? No, it's a shade of blue. I feel like... I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. I'm gonna continue.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
I think it's funny that Astra's hanging in my chat, even though Astra hasn't played this yet. Alright, what is your problem? Wow, dude, way to let her down. I mean, I think it was, polite about it.
It's nice to see you, Traveler.
Oh, God.
I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... Factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else, I need to think of the one person that connect all of this together.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners
No, I
of
don't think so.
The founder of the Abyss Order, the man who broke the curse.
Wait.
Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Is he actually?
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Holy fucking sh... I was joking! When I said he might be Kari Bear, I wasn't serious. I'm gonna go eat my fist, actually. I'm gonna swallow my entire fist. Holy... Kari Bear! Thank God you don't look like your... I mean, you kind of look like your dad, but you're definitely more handsome than him. It's the scarf. If it weren't for the scarf on his arm, I would have chosen Dane's brother, possibly. I don't know. I think I think Dane's eyes are bluer. But that's Kari Bear. Don't put your fist in your mouth, it's bad for your teeth, bet. I'm kidding. Alright, let's continue.
Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then.
But weren't you like a child? Weren't you like really, really young?
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
I mean... Alright, thank you for teleporting me. See, this is what I wanted. Oh man, I can't read this text. Surely someone must have translated it on Twitter somewhere, right? Because I know that someone has decoded, like, the Tevat alphabet. I do want to know what it says. Is it like a letter? Is a letter for Atosa? Oh, here we're here. Okay, we're here. Okay. This place is very pretty. Tell you the translation in a moment. Alright, appreciate it. Ether is so cute here. The proof of existence. This place is gorgeous. I'm going to take some pictures because I do need a reference for the background that I'm doing for the thumbnail. So just give me a second while I... They're clearly not gonna let me use my camera in here. I wonder if this place is real. I mean, I suppose not. Oh, that is just... Oh, look at that. We're running on galaxies. Well, I know this effect exists in Inazuma, like the plankton water, but the bell sounds are so pretty. I love that. It's very, very, very pretty. I could just run around. Just give me a second. Wow. Butterfly. Alright, what's your problem? What do you want, Kari Bear? What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
That also sounds like a certain someone, doesn't it, Astra? You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
Talk to me. This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I could try to learn as much information from Kari Bear as I can. What exactly happened to you? What exactly is the Loom of Fate? I'm more curious about what happened to him, to be honest.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins.
That doesn't answer my question.
And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate, but despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
Kari Bear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories. Then how did you age?
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines? Oh, that's how you're able to implant memories?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
So it can alter reality, essentially. Yeah? You can make your own fate with the Loom of Fate, is what I'm guessing.
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So what was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
I see. Okay, everything's starting to make sense now.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through the half-finished Loom of Fate. Translation: Farewell, Atosa, I apologize for making you know me unwillingly, still I do not wish for you to forget me. Reminds me of Spirit Lines eerily too. I really like this. It actually lines up quite well with something I wrote for my own OC. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. So why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
You're just feeling silly, Caribert?
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Astra. Astra, are you hearing this? Astra. Sorry, Astra is the only one who knows about my OCs, so...
As if I had a chance at life.
Oh, Caribert. So that's why. I never would have guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living? Astra!
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
No, I get it. I completely understand.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram,
Oh,
Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
what a sweet boy. Oh, that's why they were low poly, they were dolls. I'm sorry I made fun of them. I thought they were actual children up there, and it was actually kind of scary. Kiko, are you feeling alright? It's different enough for me to not be put off by the similarities, and it actually helps me a lot in a writing perspective, and I'm more happy about it because, first of all, my theories were right. Secondly, I think this will help you understand a certain someone better, Astra.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
Fuck.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
Sorry, this is hitting a little bit too close to home right now. My goodness.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago.
I'm just smiling very big right now. A certain someone is very happy about this quest.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
So in this realm, you can still age. I see. Okay, I understand.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. What OC? Error? How is that certain smiling someone feeling? He's feeling like he's looking through someone's window with someone else for once instead of by himself. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, That's not possible for me.
Okay, last thing I will say about him, is I'm probably not going to tell you about that, Hexo. Am I still not allowed to hug him or just pat him on the back? You can pat his head. As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort. Oh. Your existence was a great comfort to them.
I know.
Well, now that I've found you, let's continue this conversation No, I want to assure him. He seems like he's been through a lot. They might still need my help. That is true. Ether doesn't know about it, but their sibling is there.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing.
Oh?
The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Oh! I didn't even think about that. Oh dear God. Okay, I didn't even think. Right. Okay. The power, his power to manipulate people's memories are gone because the Loom of Fate. Okay. What? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means the Eye of the First Field Tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane? Oh, something did happen to Dane. Oh, Ether has no idea.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning.
Okay, maybe if he gave the Eye of the First Field Tiller to you, it would be fine.
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Of course he did. Of course he wouldn't keep... Was that why he was like glitching out?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye, in order to have the chance to confront the princess.
He was reverse trapping him. Lumine was right.
He would then hand the eye to you, and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed me the eye. Did he? Did he?
That's right. Because in his mind,
oh, you
he had given it to you already.
Kari Bear! Kari Bear! Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Kari Bear!
Traveler, wait.
Oh! Dainsleif! That's what it was!
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
But okay, he had another one right before he met Lumine. He had another one of those. So when Dane froze up back then, it was because of a false memory being implanted in his mind. No wonder. What the fuck is happening?
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye.
My heart just dropped. My heart just like sunk all the way down to my toes.
Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed.
No.
And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
If the Loom of Fate is completed and you're the one controlling it, does that mean you get to exist in your world? So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Well, he accepted it way faster than I did. My heart is still racing. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning.
Well then, why did you do her bidding? My goodness.
Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic.
Yeah.
I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
He's been quite useful to me, actually.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form.
Oh, poor baby.
I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish.
What do you mean make Clothar forgive you? Clothar is like... Clothar was a neglectful father before he turned into a hilichurl, remember? He was like, oh, I should have been there for you. You know, I shouldn't have been so embarrassed about you being like a bastard child or something like that, something along those lines.
To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment.
I mean, Clothar did help me find a bunch of hydroculuses. I'm gonna cut him some slack.
My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
The hilichurls?
In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me.
Aww.
It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
That's very sweet of you, Kari Bear. Aww. This is bittersweet, isn't it? I don't know how to feel about him right now. I mean, I can't help but sympathize with him, because, like, in my mind, even though he looks like a grown man, now that I know everything, I still see him as a baby. The Story of Us is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, by the way. Just had to put it out there. Aw, Kari Bear. So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Kari Bear's story. That's actually so... Hey, can you give me that story? I think a certain girl in Mondstadt would really appreciate it. She knows how to speak hilichurlian. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps. I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time.
Ether is very accepting of the situation, and I actually appreciate that. Look, that's cute and all, but the bigger picture still scares me. It definitely does, but I can't blame Kari Bear for this, because I don't think he chose to be in the situation, you know? He's just a tool in all this. And he was just a child when it happened. I can't fault him for it. His just, you know, manipulating Dane is still a side-eye decision, but, you know, I feel for him.
But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Get some sleep, Kari Bear. Oh, Kari Bear. Moment in silence for him. Oh, give me the scarf. I'll put it somewhere in my teapot. Oh, Kari Bear. Oh, rest in peace. I did wonder what happened to him after the last quest. I'm glad that they tied it up here.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
She's smiling. No!
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Oh my god.
Well, how about a conversation?
Hoyo, I hate you! Hoyo, this is not okay. Hoyo! Hoyo, this is not... I'm gonna go get my Rubik's. I need to fidget with something. This is... She's beautiful. She's beautiful, chat. Okay. Either trying to reach out to her was too much for me. That was... how else was I supposed to take that? Alright, okay. So I correctly predicted that we would actually get to have a proper conversation with Lumine this time around, hopefully. I think I said in my previous stream, I think she would stop trying to dodge our questions now that we can sit down. But to hear that she would love to hug us too is such a relief, because like I genuinely didn't know how she felt about those whole things this entire time. I thought she was upset at Ether, just sit down, boy. Sit down. That's why I drew-
A chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by.
That's why...
Wouldn't you agree?
That's why I drew my thumbnail the way I did. That's why I drew my thumbnail the way I did. Maybe I am a genius, you know. Maybe I am a genius. Your thumbnail was crazy on point. That makes it like, what, the 5th time now? Genshin, I don't think I can take all the credit for it. I think Genshin is very good at like setting things up. And because I follow the details, it's not too hard to arrive to the same conclusions, but I am proud of it, so... I was right. I am very, very pleased about the fact that we're finally gonna get to talk to Lumine. Alright. Are we ready to talk to our sibling? Are we ready to talk to our abyss sibling? Okay. Yeah, I almost can't believe it's real. I can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough.
Oh my god, look at how big his smile is! He's so happy. He is so happy.
The one against Dane, I mean.
Oh, okay, how did that go?
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
Oh, you beat him. Well, that's my sister. What exactly are you planning? What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate? I would have killed to see your battle with Dainsleif.
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep? God, they're so beautiful. I just love seeing them next to each other.
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes,
Yeah, did you enjoy that? That was my favorite part of the story so far.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules.
That's
and
what
still
I'm saying!
Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
I said this! I pointed this out before the Arlecchino story quest. I was like, are we gonna get the boss fight, the second boss fight for Fontaine? Are we gonna get it during Arlecchino's story quest or during Farina's? Or maybe Farina's gonna get a part 2 of her story quest, because surely they're not just going to let her live after doing what she did, right? I was wondering about that. That felt very odd to me.
However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
That's right, Umi, and me too.
Ether?
I'm gonna be honest, I think he kinda doesn't give a shit about that right now.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
I was gonna say, I don't think Ether is paying attention to any of what she's... I know what she's saying is very important, but I don't think he's paying attention. It says Ether. I need to see this in the other perspective.
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
Me and Ether are single-minded at this moment.
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Stop it.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me, well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
No, I can't, to be frank, I can't think right now. I mean, you are as beautiful as the day I lost you.
You mean?
I miss you too, Ether.
It's Jover. It's Jover. I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna go drink so much water. Chad. I don't have it in myself to handle the situation with Grace. I'm sorry. I'm just like destroyed. I'm emotionally destroyed right now. Oh my god, there's no... If I was capable of crying beyond tearing up, I would have... I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just... Can you imagine, after everything that's happened to Ether, how much he needed to hear those words?
But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
He could never hate you, Lumine. Every single friend he made along the way, he would ditch to be with you again. No!
What's going on?
No, we are not leaving. I refuse to take a step out of, no. You cannot, no.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space.
Oh, come on.
With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
But we will know. That's important.
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
Petting her head. She's petting his head.
You're only telling me this now?
Oh, you sadistic fucking pricks! Ah! I hate them! I understand why it has to be done narratively. I appreciate the storytelling. It's great!
Still so sleepy.
But as someone immersed in the lore,
head feels all
as
fuzzy.
someone immersed in the storytelling, I want to strangle them. Let him have this! Just let him have this! He deserves it, Hoyo! He deserves this! Sorry, that's so fucking upsetting. I knew it was too good to be true. Fuck!
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near
I
the
don't
village
care,
yesterday.
Paimon!
They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here.
Paimon, I do not give a You know what? Okay, if Ether still feels refreshed, and if Ether still feels like better, if he feels like there's like a difference in his heart, and for some reason he's not as anxious anymore, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the W.
Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured.
Lumine kicked his ass.
He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Wait, but he remembers. Wait, Kari Bear and I talked for a while. He told me about the Luna of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Kari Bear. Wait, but Kari Bear told us about the Loom of Fate inside of his headspace. Why do I remember that? We shouldn't remember that, no? Didn't Lumine say anything that happened inside of the consciousness that Kari Bear was in? Or does it not apply because that happened before Kari Bear vanished? Okay, fine. I'm nitpicking because I want it to be real. But now he's gone. I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that? I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something. Foul! Foul! Mihoyo. Foul, Hoyoverse.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Don't fucking talk to me. I don't want to talk to anyone if it's not Venti or Lenny or Kave.
Bayram? You sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Good for you.
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
Fuck off.
It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager.
Wait, they remembered him.
There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together.
Aww.
It looked like quite a happy family,
Wait,
apparently.
they remembered him. Okay.
And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
Only in Sumeru. This shit only flies in Sumeru, I swear to God. Everyone's like... Okay, I'm not gonna say it. So that's how Kari Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them. That's sweet of you, Kari Bear.
Oh, and we also remembered his name. Kari Bear. Now, that's
they
not
know
a
his
name you hear
name.
every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time. Make sure you remember it this time. Swear to God.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
They do care about him.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Kari Bear is gone, the Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing.
I'm still
Maybe
mad!
we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Fucking hell. Ugh. I know we're not gonna get anything more than that, but I can't just brush it off. My heart feels so heavy after that, chat. That was cruel, very cruel of them. It's also what's up. Before you say anything, whatever you experienced, I just lost memories of my twin.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him. Take a breather if you need, Kiko. I'm fine, I'm just angry. Which is, I suppose, what they were trying to provoke out of me. Come on, Kiko, there's no insignificant grief here. I'm joking. It's a just comatose. I'm coping. This is how I cope. It's not like I said it out loud. I'm joking. I'm sorry if I come off rude. I'm very upset right now.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life.
Hey, Gio. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Astra.
I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face.
You know what, Atosa, I'm sorry for being rude to you. We're going through the same thing.
I was dumped, wasn't I?
No, you weren't, sweetie. Oh, Atosa, my goodness.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons. Well, I mean, men in general, but the Kari Bear had his reasons. He's a good guy.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Maybe don't count on that.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye!
She cannot begin to wrap her head around why she got quote-unquote dumped, and that's, like, sad, but also kind of hilarious to me. She has no idea.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
I don't remember. Right, what was it that happened? I can't remember. Huh? Feels like there's something. It's the scarf.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
No. Looks. That's not funny! Kari Bear. You know what? Photos aren't even allowed. The camera's not even allowed in that domain, Kari Bear. You must have cheated your way with the Loom of Fate one more time, huh? You cheeky bastard. You must get along with each other, the two of you. I haven't thought about the situation that might upset you or bring more relief, but it's a 50-50, we'll see. Just let me know. Okay, so he was able to take a picture, surely his consciousness was strong enough, right? So why don't we remember it, Hoyo the fuck? That's what I'm fucking saying, huh? Look at the... Why do they look like that? Why do they look so sad? Okay, well, this was probably in the middle of... Okay, can you just imagine? We were having this very serious conversation about, like, you know, like the Loom of Fate and, like, Kari Bear and, like, everything that's happening. And Lumine was just perplexed and, like, you know, crossing her arms, and Ether was, like, looking away, and he was just, like, setting up his camera in a corner over there, like, okay, I'm gonna pose. Hover my hand on each of their shoulders, because I can't actually touch them. That's kind of hilarious to me. And yes, I'm coping because I'm devastated. How can you tell? Kari Bear's such a little shite. It reminds me of someone. He does, doesn't he? He even has the same earring as him. Kari Bear. Love you, little guy. Who would have known Kari Bear? I mean, we've known he was important lore-wise, but who would have known just his presence would be one of the most important characters in the entire lore, because he's the first person who gave us a canonical picture of the twins together. That's insane. You're not showing me Ether's reaction to the picture! Sorry, we're going to the teapot immediately. Sorry, let me just like get my dailies real quick, and then we're going to the teapot immediately. I am putting that up. I'm gonna put it. I don't even know if I have the right room for it, but I am putting that up. I'm showing it to Linny. I'm gonna be like, look at my sister. Isn't she? Wait, now that we have a sister, I mean, you know, we already know where she is, and it's not like we can just, you know. It's not like we can just ask around, but like we can actually, like, you know, ask people like, hey, have you seen her? And no, it's not in the teapot. I tried. Why the fuck would you not be allowed to put that? That's stupid.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to read the description. I got too heated. I got too heated. A precious group photo that was surprise. That's what I'm saying. He cheated. He did like a little cheat code. He was using the Loom of Fate. He exposed an error in the system, if you know what I mean. A precious group photo that has surpassed the rules somehow, being taken by some unknown person using unknown means in a space that should no longer exist. It's a quest item? Your mom's a quest item. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm trying to look for Lynette's hat. Is it still in here somewhere? I think we got Lynette. I think we have Lynette's hat from her hangout, and we should just be able to use it. Yes, we do. We can't deploy it here. Fuck you!
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow.
Cider in hand. Thanks, Fancy.
cider in hand.
These are my Farina funds. Not looking very good right now, but I do have a guarantee. So, we're fine. I think we'll get Farina. I really, really want Farina. Anyway. I'm gonna go to Fontaine. I'm scared by myself. I am uncomfortable about what just happened, and I don't want to be brought down to earth quite yet. I need to process this. I'm going to end the stream soon, of course, because the quest is already over. I don't want to keep you here for longer than I have to, especially Astra. How are we feeling, chat? How am I feeling after that? I'm going for Chloron. If I don't get her, I'm done pulling in this game for the foreseeable future. Good luck. I hope you get her. If you want, if you're not confident about pulling on your own, I don't mind pulling for you if you want. If not, then let me know how it goes. I hope you get Chloron. I'm going to be pulling for Farina. Truly one of the Archon quests of all time. Really. I can't even talk right now. Feeling more emotionally invested in Genshin than I've ever been, which is worth something, I suppose. Genshin is great when it comes to the Archon quest. You should watch the Fontaine Archon quest. The VODs are up in a playlist in my channel. I put all of it in a playlist, so the Fontaine questline is actually excellent, so you should go check it out. I can't believe that was real. For multiple reasons. For a multitude of... Okay. Well, first of all, it's, we got to see our siblings. Like, obviously, that's... Okay, I'm gonna pull my model up. Oh. Hi, Lainey. Well... Like, obviously, we got to see our sibling, and that's quite something. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about the fact that we're finally get to have a conversation with our sibling. Even if Ether doesn't remember it. I'm going to use Ether because that's the one I'm playing as, and that's the one I'm accustomed to. I'm happy that we finally have Lumine's point of view of the entire situation. I'm happy that she said to Ether's face that she misses him, and I'm just happy to know how she thinks about the entire thing. And I'm happy to know that if given the opportunity to, she would just explain everything to us. She would just hug us. She would just like pat our head. That is a big relief because it's been a mystery. We are over halfway through the current storyline, and we, until this point, had not known how Lumine actually felt about the entire situation. So I was very relieved to hear about that. And of course emotional, because I missed her. Ether has been needing a heart-to-heart with Lumine for a while now. It's like way overdue. Dane was great. Seeing Dane distressed was a little funny to me. I do wish we got to see his fight with Lumine. I wanted to see Lumine kick his ass so bad. That would have been awesome. It's a shame. I don't understand why they wouldn't do it. I don't think asking for 2 cutscenes in one Archon quest, especially if it's the Dane quest, I don't think that's too much to ask for. But do you think maybe they used up all their budget? Because, like, they have, like, a fight scene in the Chloron quest, I think, and they had, like, a really good one in the Sino one. So, I suppose that... But it's the Dane's quest. It's the fight between Dainsleif and Lumine. We should be allowed to see that, so I don't understand why we weren't, to be honest, but I'll take what we can get. Your skin is so motherfucking fire. Thank you. Keep complimenting me. You're so funny. That Sino scene blew the budget. He got 2 cutscenes. He got 2 whole cutscenes. Yeah, while we're here, yeah, I wanted to talk about the skin a little bit. Let me take off my cape. Again, it's getting kind of warm in here. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I can take the cape off and the hat. They're like mostly ceremonial. I wanted to do something that's still formal for the, for Fontaine. But still add like a flair to it, I guess. I didn't just want to wear a suit. So I added some callbacks to the design that you guys are familiar with. Like my hair and the glasses and the collar of the shirt resembling that of a sailor suit a little bit. But the other elements are mostly new. The cravat. There's a little Easter egg for Ace Attorney in my outfit, if you can notice it. Pretty obvious if you play the game. I'm also doing the, you know, resting my hand on the sword hilt kind of thing. Again, the sword is from the Narcissan Croods questline. I still think that's one of the best world quests in the game. Yeah, this outfit is comfortable. This one is completely comfortable. And, let's see. I forgot what I can do with this outfit. I can keep the cat on. Is it the badge? It is indeed the badge. I can be a practicing attorney if I so wish. I mean, Ether was definitely less qualified than me, and he was allowed to defend someone in court in Fontaine, so I think I'm qualified. I can also take the cape off. I can also take the glasses off, though I'm not really sure if anyone really wants that. I can also just keep the hat on. We can do this. I'll just keep the hat on. Oh, you can see my UI. That's what it is. Okay. Guys, this is my lawyer. Am I cooked? What do you mean? I have like 10 years of lawyering experience under my belt. You're good. Bar? What bar? Tevat has its own law. Exactly. Who the hell needs a bar exam? Besides, if I fail to defend you, is that really such a loss? I've heard a lot about Risley. I'm sure you wouldn't mind going there. Le Chapelle Grande? What does that mean? Mahalo. Says you magnifique? Oh, okay, I know that's a compliment. Thank you. Appreciate it. I may have a moment like that in my story, but there is more of a matter of imagining that would be a nightmare in thinking of everyone's abilities. Good luck with that. I can't believe that happened. I mean, send me down to Fortress any day of the week. Alright, bet. I am terrible at my job, but for some reason my clients are very grateful to me. May or may not have a partnership with the Duke. But not because I actually know the Duke. I'm going to need a moment to sit with this. We learned a lot. We learned a lot this time around. We learned about how the Loom of Fate can be utilized and what it's meant to do. Someone wants to alter reality. That's what we learned. The most important takeaway from the Loom of Fate. Someone wants to reweave the thread of destiny, so to speak. They can do that even without having access to the Irminsul, it seems, which is... I need to talk to Nahida about that. I'm actually having a hard time believing that we're not telling Nahida about this. Surely next time we see her, we're going to tell her all about this, because she's not going to be happy to hear about that, I don't think. She might be intrigued, but I think she might be concerned. And Nahida, if no one else, is the most reliable person when it comes to, you know, storing memories, right? She could write a storybook about this, just in case someone decides to. I mean, I know that they can't anymore. But, okay. No, we should still write it down in a storybook, I think. That would be safer. What else did we learn in this quest? Dana's really fucking funny. I wish we got to see him more, but again, we only get to see Dane for quite a little bit, actually, during the Archon quest. Okay, I'm gonna put my coat back on. Okay. Alright. Stop showing my UI, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah. What are you... what's your thoughts, chat? What are your thoughts, if you have any? I will be, it's Friday today. Next Wednesday, I will be streaming Cloran Story Quest. And... I don't know what I'm going to do on Friday. Possibly on Friday we're going to do the event. Let me check. I forgot which event. Oh, the event hasn't happened yet? Okay. We're fine then. We're just going to do Cloran story quest for now. And, let's see. Yeah. We're just going to do Cloran story quest and see what happens then. If we have free time, I would like to... Okay, on Monday, I'm going to try to do a drawing stream at a different time slot, possibly late, like last time. And then... Let's see. Next Monday... No, next Friday, if there are no Genshin-related things coming out, if there's no events yet, for example, we should be able to play Monster Hunter, which I am very excited about. Because, you know, as much as I enjoy and love playing Genshin, I have been itching to play another game on my channel for a while. Get free buns in the fortress. Sure do. Between... Wait, I just realized what you meant when you said free buns. For free? For free, your grace? That's what I tell him every time I visit. I do know him personally, sorry I lied. I admit I was only half listening, so I could play myself, but that ending tossed me in another dimension. I don't know how else to describe it. I need to sit down. I'm already sat, but I need to sit down. I was worried about actually talking about my outfit a little bit more because I did work quite hard on it. I think the leaf influences are obvious. I'm a big fan of hats. That's what I enjoy about Fontaine, is that everyone who's wearing a hat has their own unique hat. But I wanted to add some elements of Mondstadt and some just like a sprinkle of Sumeru into my outfit. I also have a little bit of pink on me. I was worried it wouldn't fit together well, but I decided to go with it anyway because I feel like following Genshin's design conventions, they do break out of the analogous color scheme with like one or two details, so I hope the pink isn't too distracting. I like it personally. I think it's grown on me. I mean, I think the Awakening of the Fifth Descender might be even greater than the Awakening of the Fifth Descender. That's true, right. They validated my concerns about not really reacting to what happened to Farina. That's very interesting. Awakening the Fifth Descender. They did say something about an awakening, didn't they? Oh no, it was the Awakening of the Heavenly Principles. I'm not really sure where they're going with that, to be honest. I think we'll find out more once we get to Natlan. I would like to make a stream, if possible, before Natlan comes out, doing a quick presentation, maybe on PowerPoint, on like detailing what we've learned about Teyvat through the Fontaine story quest so far. Not just Teyvat, just like I want to summarize everything that happened in Fontaine in like one stream. I just want to talk about with you guys anything that I could have possibly missed, any featured theories. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I will be more than happy to just yap about Fontaine for 3 hours. I want to write some sibling stories now. Got some ideas for further effects. Stay tuned. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. Sibling stories are actually, like, in general, family stories are something that I greatly, greatly appreciate being written because I'm a big Ace Attorney fan. Ace Attorney is very, very strong on like the family writing. You should play Ace Attorney, Hexo. You should play Ace Attorney. And Bruce said he ain't Fontanian. I mean, I'm going to be here for a while. I would like to dress like how the people here dress. I hope that I wouldn't be too conspicuous. You know, I didn't want to look like an NPC, but I didn't want to stand out too much. Talk about it more. I'm missing your character designs. Well, how do you like it, Astra? Like, frankly, your opinion is the most important when it comes to my character designs. Not like I mentioned the titles Hersher. Oh no, don't bring Honkai 3rd into this, Amarantha. An excuse to yap. Ooh, japping. I need to find a time, but I will try, Kiko. Chat? If I stream Ace Attorney... I would love to stream Ace Attorney, but I would have to play it with someone who hasn't played it yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Anything to get my viewer base into Ace Attorney, I will do. It is my favorite franchise of all time. Too handsome. Stop that. Why? Does it really bother you if I look handsome? Wait. I think I forgot to import my braid. There's a braid in the back somewhere. Let's just say that I haven't really, you know, it's like laying flat against my back right now. So it's not like, you know, doing the little tail thing that it's supposed to do. It will be there next time, I assure you. In fact, next time you see me during the Cloran quest, I should be moving around a little bit more. Maybe not as much as I would in my chibi form, but I would still be moving around quite a bit. I'm sorry if I screamed a lot, and I hope the volume for this stream was alright. Again, I mentioned it briefly, I honestly wasn't too sure about, you know, presenting myself this way. I suppose, like, it's like, I'm definitely, you know, leaning into a role more. I wouldn't say that I'm not leaning into a role when I'm playing as myself usually. Like, obviously, I would want to appear more cheerful when, you know, I'm in, like, that squishy form. I would want to be more whiny, I suppose. I would just want to be unapologetically kind of a fanboy in that form. But, you know, when I'm more relaxed, I am pretty much like this. Well, maybe I'm not as well-spoken as this, but I would like to be. It would be nice if I could be dignified and well-spoken. I will attempt to be, but I don't want to be self-serious either, you know? That's not really what I'm trying to achieve with this form. I just want to feel a little bit more confident. So, I wasn't really sure that I had the voice for a form like this, but again, since it's Pride Month, I decided, why the fuck not, you know? The only thing stopping me is myself. But in all seriousness, it low-key blows my mind because it's very gender, but it somehow still really suits you. NTM, down to the details and Easter eggs. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's NTM? What's NTM? Skin is very handsome, so true, Estring. Thank you. I took your advice, Astra, and, you know, because you said that, I would personally just change, like, the hairstyle a little bit and the vibe, but make the face still exactly the same, so, you know, I didn't change much about my face, I don't think. Curious to know if there's anything specific holding you back from playing AA or... Ace Attorney is a very heavy time and, like, you know... It's a very there's a lot, you need to invest a lot of time into Ace Attorney. And it's... Okay, but I would at least advise play the first game. You can just play the first game and not commit to the trilogy. I feel like you can do that. And it will already showcase a lot that the series has to offer. Like, a lot of the wackiness the series has to offer, a lot of, like, the heart-wrenching moments. A lot of what I liked about Fontaine clearly took inspiration from Ace Attorney, which is why I enjoyed Fontaine so much. No, it suits you so well, thank you. I already read that, I'm stupid. Oh, not to mention. Okay, well, I'm glad you think it suits me. I know I may not look as stupid in this form, but rest assured, again, I'm not trying to be too self-serious. I'm still very much brain empty under this. I have a different skill set. Clearly, I know how to sword fight and I know how my way around a gun, but I'm still stupid. Other than that, I also know that we will be seeing a certain magician the next time we play this game. Now, I'm not going to say that I went to Fontaine because I wanted to impress a certain magician, but I'm not gonna say that's not the case. Venti knows about it. Lord Barbados knows about it. He's alright with it. Only a time thing. I don't know what that means, Hexo, please. The first game or AA Chronicles are good representations of the series. I think I personally would recommend the first game first. There's some parts about the first game that are a little bit outdated, but the Chronicles, even though the Chronicles are very good, I enjoy the Chronicles a lot, by the way. Love Asugi. I feel like, you know, I think the trilogy is more compellingly written right off the bat, even though some of the cases are weaker. And I don't know, for me it just feels better to jump into the quality of the Chronicles after playing the trilogy. There's something raw about the trilogy that is carried by its writing, and the charm is very old school, and there's a reason why it's a classic. And then after that, going from that to the quality jump of Chronicles, I think is very good, you know? Because in Chronicles, everything is very polished, it's very nice, but, you know, I also feel like the tutorial case for Chronicles might be tricky for some newcomers. I don't think it would be tricky for you, Hexo, because I think you're smart, but, you know. Sorry, I'm just looking at this picture of them. I am so relieved beyond everything else that they got to have a proper conversation, to be honest. Okay, now that I'm looking at my model as I speak, I can see that my eye layer is like on top of my hair layer and it's bothering me. I'll go fix that after the stream. All you have to do is survive the trilogy's third case. Good god. Turnabout Big Top might have tested. I don't think the Trials and Tribulations is as bad with their third case. I think their second case is actually the weaker one. But yeah, again, you don't have to commit to finishing the trilogy, because the thing about the Chronicles is it's quite long. Chuck DM, I'm going to eat soon. Alright, I think we should end the stream here then. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I really appreciate it, and thank you for being so receptive and welcoming of my new body. I won't be using it every single time I come to, you know, stream, but I will certainly be using it whenever we get to go back to Cap Fontaine, or as long as, you know, during the remainder of my time here in Fontaine, I will be using the skin, and, you know, if we ever have the pleasure to return here, I will definitely use the skin again. So, bye-bye! See you next time. I haven't changed the outro picture. What should I change it into? Let's see. I haven't finished the current thumbnail yet, so I'm just going to change it to... Actually, I can just change it to this, it's fine. No, Yes, I will, actually. Yep. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it.